Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Saturday, August the 10th, 2024. I'm back with another episode so far. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And those of you who didn't watch the last video, you may not have heard. YouTube, let me take that back. There are some people or something, they or whoever, I ain't gonna say who it is, certain types of content, certain types of creators, they come for you. And what I mean by coming for you, I don't mean threats and nothing like that. No danger that I know of. But they try to suppress your voice, your opinion. So, if you haven't heard, my subscribers aren't receiving notifications when I drop a video. Some of my subscribers are being unsubscribed without their knowledge, without them doing it. Some of y'all thought it was me unsubscribing you. It wasn't. They are doing it, whoever they are. Don't want you to hear me. So, in an attempt to, and for those people that's like, look, Big Ward, we need you to say some more positive stuff, which I don't care what you say. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, what I feel like talking about. All right? If it's something you don't agree with, don't watch it. I wish I would stop telling me what to talk about. If you have a topic that you would like for me to discuss, bigward@myyahoo.com. That's how you handle that. If it's something you want me to hear, you want to hear me talk about, I don't charge. There's no fee. I don't know if you're afraid or thinking I'm gonna charge you for it, like some content creators charge you for an email topic to cover your topic. I don't do that. I like to try to help people with whatever they got going on. I'm not going to charge you to help you unless it's business or something like that. But overall, just you going through a problem or issue or something like that, something that'll help your life get better, if I can help you, I'm not going to charge you for that. Now, I'm going to do mentorships. I was going to charge for that. People don't want to pay. So I don't mention that no more. And for those of you who reached out to me and ain't get back to you, that's why, because I'm not cheap. You get what you pay for. You want the best, you got to pay for the best. You don't want the best, go pay somebody else. Or don't pay at all, but that ain't what I do. So anyway, I'll just keep giving you the free gems on here. You ain't got to worry about no mentorship, having one-on-one talks with me. I know, as the women say, I know my word. But anyway, and I ain't hard up for that. So I ain't going to keep pushing that. But if you want to be able to tell me what to talk about, get your money right, email me if you want a mentor. Then we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Or an email topic is free. I don't charge for that. If you want a one-on-one mentorship with me for as long as you want it, anytime you want it, 3 o'clock in the morning, because I'm up all times of the day. If y'all know, I upload videos 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm grinding. If you want access to me full time, you gotta pay for it. If you're willing to pay, inbox me. bigward@myyahoo.com. If you can't afford it, that's fine. We in hard times. I understand that, and I ain't tripping, and I ain't gonna shame you for it. Like you should be able to. No, I understand people are struggling. For the people that can afford it, I'm available. I'm not cheap. Don't come looking for cheap. Now, on to what we're talking about. I want to talk about slavery. Oh, damn. There go Big Wall, the negativity again. Exit. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. It ain't that hard. It's like Facebook. You make a post on Facebook, instead of them folks that don't like the post just keep scrolling, they're going to get into them, write a long paragraph about why they don't like what you just said on your post. They got two options, to scroll or unfriend you, and they ain't got to worry about that. But they won't do that. They won't do that with me either. They want to hear Big Ward. That's why they won't unsubscribe. That's why they won't scroll past my video. They want to hear me, but they want me to be their slave. And that's the topic today, slavery. I'm a runaway slave. And I'm coming back to set other slaves free, to come back and get other runaways so we can run away from slavery. I'm a runaway slave. Some of y'all still slaves, and you want me to still be a slave. You want to be able to tell me what to do like you my master. You want to hear me. You love my message and the way I deliver, the fun, the way I talk, whatever it is. It's something you love about me. But you want me to do it your way. You don't want me to do it my way. You want to be able to control the narrative. You want to be able to control how I do it. You want to hear me, but you only want to hear me talk about what you like. And if I don't do that, you complain. You come in the comment section and say, yeah, I ain't watched you in a while because you've been kind of like on the doom and gloom, but I watch every now and then. Like, I care. I really don't. I make what my heart tells me to make, not what people want to hear. You just happen to want to hear the ones that want to hear it. I'm not doing it for likes. I'm being authentic. I'm being real. I'm following my heart. And if I get put off of here for that, oh well. I got put off of here as a free man. That's what matters to me, being free. No matter what else happens in life, give me freedom or give me death. Where have you heard that before? A lot of y'all don't live by that. I'm a runaway slave. So we know about slavery, the history of slavery in America and throughout the world. But since I'm an American, we're going to talk about American slavery. We thought slavery was done away with the Emancipation Proclamation. We thought slavery ended. The Civil War and all that, slavery ended. Where you had a master and you had a slave. The slave had no freedom to do what it wanted to do, say what it wanted to say, come and go as it pleased. The slave had no rights. The slave had to do only what the master allowed the slave to do. It was at the beck and call of the master, physically and mentally. Where the Emancipation Proclamation freed the slaves physically, but it didn't free them mentally. Now I'm dealing with the mental slave. Slaves that are being told what to think, how to think, what to say, when to say it, what you can say, what you can't say. Where you can work, where you can't work, how much you gonna make, no matter what you deserve, what you done earn, what your worth is, we ain't paying you that. We gonna pay you what the fuck we wanna pay you. Slavery. The slaves work for free. We get paid nowadays, so we ain't supposed to be slave, right? But you can't demand your price. You can't tell them what you gonna work for. Some people can. They are free. If you're on a job working for what somebody told you they gonna pay you, you're a slave. If you somewhere working where you came in and told them, I would do it for this and this only, you free. See the difference? I'm a runaway slave. I told you about the mentorship, this, that, and the other. I got people writing me, want me to advertise their product, but they ain't talking on my terms. No go. I'm not going to endorse a product that I don't know about, that I haven't used myself, on my terms. You're not going to tell me how I'm going to use your product and what I'm going to say. I'm going to test your product out. If I like your product, I'm going to sell the hell out of it. You ain't got to give me no script. I don't read script to sell nothing. I'm an expert salesman. I come from selling some stuff, you know, if you know my history. I'm an A1 salesman, but I need good product. I don't sell bad product. Good product sells itself. Follow me. I am not a slave. I'm a runaway, ex-slave. I was a slave on Master Democrat plantation. For those of y'all that don't know. A lot of y'all still there. Some of y'all on Master Republican plantation. Bless y'all heart. And a lot of y'all are mad at people like me that say, hey, you know what? I ain't voting for damn one of them. Now, if you don't vote for one, you voting for the other. Bullshit. I ain't voting for damn one of them. Like I said, I'm leaning towards Trump, but I ain't in love with him either. And I damn sure ain't voting for definitely not her. So if me not voting for her is a vote for Trump, then Trump so be it. It'll be Trump 2024. Now, I like Trump better than her. Do I love Trump? No. Y'all I ain't got to go into all that. My point is, I'm free to do whatever I want to do according to the law. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. We still under a system of slavery. Relationships is a form of slavery. That's why relationships are not working nowadays. People are not looking for a partner. They're looking for a servant. Whether it be a man looking for a woman or a woman looking for a man, either way, I notice both sides nowadays, and neither side is holding each other accountable, themselves accountable. The men think the women ain't ish, and the women think the men ain't ish. When both of y'all looking for a slave, y'all still under the slave mentality that somebody is supposed to serve you. Instead of y'all coming together, working together. You know, the women that talking about the man supposed to pay all the bills, the man supposed to do all the bills, you know, and when we're in hard time, she ain't supposed to put forth no effort to help. She looking for a slave. And vice versa. A man that thinks a woman supposed to do every and anything he say do. Because he's in charge, he's a leader, don't mean he got a slave that must obey him, serve him. No, that ain't what that means. That ain't what submission means. We all, at some point in time, got that slave mentality. Whether we want to be a slave or not, some of us still want people to be slaves to us. Man or woman. In America, we are under the slave mentality. Slave master mentality. It wasn't done away with in 1865. And whenever that was the end of the Civil War, whether 1863. Y'all know, 63 or 65, the end of the Civil War that ended slavery. But it didn't end then. That was Juneteenth is. But anyway, that's another story. But the Emancipation Proclamation, Abraham Lincoln so-called freed the slave. The black slave. He ain't free, but down from physical slavery. Again, slavery wasn't ended. And it never will end in America or in the world. Then you got people like me that's screaming from the mountaintops, hey, Democrats, over this way, escape, let's go. We running away, we running. Big boy, no, Kamala Harris, chuck some pearls. Hey, Republicans, this way. Big boy, no, big boy, George W. Bush, and whoever else. Trump ain't a Republican, whether y'all know it or not, so that's why I say Trump. He's not a Republican. He's running as a Republican, but he's an independent. He's a moderate, believe it or not. He run on the Republican Party ticket because the Democrats are too damn foul. And the independent really ain't gonna win. So you gotta be one. Now, when you say the lesser of two evils, that's a Republican over the Democrat. But the Republicans ain't shit either. That's neither here nor there. We talking about slavery. A lot of y'all don't know that you're still slaves, white and black. So you got white people in this world because at one time America was slanted in favor of white people. It ain't like that no more. And really never has been. Even if you're white, you were still a slave. If you go on a job and somebody tell you how much they're gonna pay you, you was a slave. You thought you wasn't. They convinced you that you had it better than the black guy. that you were better than the black guy. Trick. Jedi mind trick. They were screwing you too, Mr. White Man. You know the infamous they. They were screwing you just like they were screwing that black man. They were. The slave master. The ones who really are in charge. The puppet master. The white man was getting screwed too if you wasn't in the elite class. What's going on now, white folks, black folks, any kind of folk have woke up and realized, damn, we all got played. That's why now more than ever, you see more and more white people and black people that are actually together now and not bickering, but joining together, preparing. Y'all don't understand it or don't believe it, but around this country right now, you got black people and white people that are uniting right now, undercover, because they know the forces that we're dealing with. Runaway slaves are all over this country. On the outskirts, watching y'all slaves that's still on the plantation. We on the outskirts watching y'all. Where my free white slaves at? Where my free black slaves at? Where all the runaways at? Y'all know what I'm talking about. We on the outskirts of the plantation watching the slaves. The current slaves. Doing what they're told to do. And looking back and remembering we used to do the same thing. Not understanding why they don't want to escape. Because they don't know they're slaves. Don't look down on them. Sometimes I used to get frustrated and mad when they come at me with the block. I got to remember, they don't even know they locked up. They don't know. They think they're free. The greatest trick the devil pulled on mankind is to convince us that he don't exist. Likewise, the greatest way to keep a slave is to convince him that he's not a slave, even when he is. And they worked a masterful job of convincing the majority of these people into not knowing you're a slave. If you're a Democrat, you're a slave. If you're a Republican, you're a slave. Slavery is still in existence. I ran away. And the slave, and if you're a runaway slave, you know what I'm talking about when I say the current slave want you to come back. They don't want to escape. They want you to come back. The crab in the bucket, you got out of the bucket. Instead of them wanting to get out the bucket, they just want you to back in the bucket. The slaves that are still on the plantation, they don't want to escape. I can scream all I want to. Big boy, stop talking about all that negativity. Talk about something positive. The slaves don't want to hear nothing about no freedom. What's better than what we've got here? Master more good white folk. Master Democrat, good white folk. Master Republican, good white folk. What's better than what we's got here? I'm not going out there. How we's gonna make it out there? Freedom? What the hell is that? So instead of them wanting to come out here where we at, you know, the runaway slaves, me and my brethren, white, black, whatever color you are, we runaway slaves. Them folk don't want to come out here where we at. They want us back in there where they at. Have y'all realized that? And people like me that's preaching this message, they're trying to silence me. So what we're going to do, we're going to make it grow in spite of. Share the videos. Check whether you got a notification or not. Check to see if I dropped. Hit the like button. And to those of you who don't agree with what I say, the negativity, the whatever, the doom and gloom, big boy, I don't follow you no more because you... Whether you don't agree with me or not, what you must understand is the same way they come for me, they can come for you. So you should join me too, whether you like what I'm talking about or not. You should be okay with the fact that I should have the right to say it. Long as I ain't speaking violence or talking about hurting nobody and, crime and all that type stuff. You should agree with me on the fact that I should have a right to say it. Because if they take my right to talk, you next. Whether you like what I'm saying or not, whether you agree with me or not, we should have a common agreement that, hey, he still should have a right to say it. Just like you want to have a right to say what you want to say, as long as you're not putting people down, harmful, disrespecting people, communities, the LGBTQ or whoever, you hate speech. Now, I ain't doing all that. I don't do that. I don't hate nobody. I'm not preaching hate towards nobody. I tell y'all what's going on in the world around here. You may not like to hear it because it's negative. I'm not going, but I didn't make it negative. I didn't create this. I'm just reporting on it. Do y'all blame the news anchor for reporting the news when somebody had a car wreck? Don't blame me for reporting the state of the world because it ain't positive. That ain't my fault. That ain't my fault. That what I'm looking at ain't positive. And that I'm talking about it. I'm bringing it to the attention of the people that ain't paying attention. Asking y'all to wake up. Telling y'all to get up, pack your stuff, and run. Run away. Stop letting them people do you any kind of way. Whether it be your relationship, you've been mistreated in your relationship, you're a slave. On your job, mistreated, done wrong, you're a slave. Family, whatever it is. Slavery is not where it's at. Run away. It's better over here. Yeah, you might be afraid. I'm coming back to tell you it's better over here. I done been on both sides. I done been a slave and I done been free. It's better over here. I was scared too, but once you get out here and see, you will realize, damn, I wish I would have been ran away. I'm a runaway slave. I advise y'all that's still on the plantation, run. Give me liberty or give me death. See y'all tonight on the live, 7:30 Central Time. Show up, let's show out. Push this channel to the top. 100,000 before the year out. Whether they like it or not. We gonna show them, we as the people, we run this. Not y'all. Get it, got it, good. Bye.